In the early morning hours of April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, formerly part of the Soviet Union, exploded, creating what many consider the worst nuclear disaster the world has ever seen. Even after many years of scientific research and government investigation, there are still many unanswered questions about the Chernobyl accident, especially regarding the long-term health impacts that the massive radiation leak will have on those who were exposed. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant is located about 81 miles, 130 kilometers, north of the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, and about 12 miles, 20 kilometers, south of the border with Belarus, according to the World Nuclear Association. It is made up of 4 reactors that were designed and built during the 1970s and 1980s. A human-made reservoir, roughly 8.5 square miles, 22 sq.km, in size and fed by the Pripyat River, was created to provide cooling water for the reactor. The city of Pripyat, founded in 1970, was the nearest town to the power plant at just under 2 miles, 3 kilometers, away and housed almost 50,000 people in 1986. A smaller and older town, Chernobyl, was about 9 miles, 15 kilometers, away and home to about 12,000 residents. The remainder of the region was primarily farms and woodland. The Chernobyl nuclear disaster, occurring on April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Pripyat, Ukraine, was a catastrophic event with far-reaching consequences. The disaster unfolded during a safety test at Reactor 4 when a sudden power surge led to a series of explosions, releasing an immense amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The primary causes of the disaster included a flawed reactor design, inadequate safety measures, and a mismanaged safety test. The explosion exposed the reactor core and led to the release of highly radioactive particles. The immediate aftermath witnessed the collapse of the reactor building, causing the release of radioactive plumes. Emergency responders, unaware of the scale of the danger, faced lethal doses of radiation. The nearby city of Pripyat was evacuated, and a vast exclusion zone was established to contain the spread of contamination. The long-term environmental impact of the Chernobyl disaster was profound. The exclusion zone, encompassing Pripyat and surrounding areas, remains largely uninhabitable. Radioactive substances contaminated air, soil, and water, affecting ecosystems and wildlife. The health consequences for the local population and emergency responders included increased rates of cancer, birth defects, and other radiation-related illnesses. The international community responded with assistance and expertise to mitigate the disaster's consequences. Efforts included containing the spread of contamination, providing medical aid, and supporting the affected communities. Chernobyl stands as a symbol of the risks associated with nuclear energy. The disaster prompted global reconsideration of nuclear safety standards and reactor designs. Memorials and remembrance efforts exist to honor the victims and raise awareness of the enduring consequences of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Despite decades passing since the event, Chernobyl remains a stark reminder of the potential hazards of nuclear technology and the importance of stringent safety measures in the pursuit of clean energy.